I really Okay, beauties, from our standing position, let's just take one more collective breath together. I'm standing in a V shape because I'm in my Pilates body, and I'm going to inhale and really reach up to the sky. Take a giant breath in, and I really expand through the sides of my body. Then on the exhale, I press the arms down to parallel. Yeah, good. From this standing position, my arms are reaching all the way out, and I'm going to start with just an easy twist. Both arms are twisting, so it's palms up and palms down. Good. Palms up, palms down. Good job. I really enjoy the standing arm work without weights. Like I said before, it's postural work. We can do it anytime. I kind of like the fact that there's no weights. Although I was telling Donna, I do love working with weights too. Good. Now you're going to do one palm up and one down. One up and one down. And you look at the palm that's turning up. So you're getting a little twist. And I want you to emphasize that as if your whole upper body were a giant tea towel and you're wringing it out. Cha-cha. Yes. Good. Keep going. Good. Now the arms are just reaching out, palms forward. Maybe for you, you need to lower the arms about 1 centimeter. I want you to feel like, oh, there's effort here, but it's not crazy effort. And then you start your circles. Good. We're going to start with medium circles. Good. We keep going because we got to keep going, just like in life, right? We got to keep going. You wake up and you're like, oh my God, there's smoke in the air. Got to keep going. Got to keep staying alive. We are survivors. We are. And then let's go the other way. Good job. Nice. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Good work. Now we go to the first direction, and it's small circles, very small and contained. If there's too much stress, try lowering your arms. But imagine you're creating circles in a bucket. So you've got like buckets there, and they're very specific. Good. And if you hold your arms up, you're using your upper back muscles more. So just totally up to you. And then reverse that. Good work. Yes, 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 yes. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Nice work. Now, strong arms. Turn the palms up, and it's up, 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 up. Keep going. Good. This is the idea of having bowling balls or heavy baskets full of pine cones that you're carrying. And then we drop the pine cones and we bounce the balls. Oh, I don't know about your arms, but I'm feeling this already, and we're only like a few minutes in. I don't know what I'm going to do. I have to find inner strength. Oh no, good. Now it's up, 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 down, 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 up, 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 down, down, down. Keep going. Up, 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 down, down, down. Yes, up, 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 down, down, down. Keep going. Up, 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 down, 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 up, 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 down, down, down. It's 2. Up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down, and pause. Circle up and around. Good, this is our break. Up and around. One more time, up and around. Awesome. From here, it's reach and reach. Fingertips reach. Reach from your rib cage. It's like your kelp, and your rib cages hold fast. The end of your fingers are the edges of the kelp, the part that touches the water. Good. Good. For me, I'm feeling my upper arms like crazy. It's really like a burn. It feels good, but oh man, I'm working today. Just to let you know. Good. And then pause here. Open, 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 open. Stay open. Good. Backs of the hands come together and then make a beautiful side figure eight. Backs of the hands. This is also a break. We're still using the arms, but now we're incorporating the spine. So it feels like a nice weird swim. Good. Deb was taking me through all of the swim strokes, like as a professional swimmer would. And man, I have to have her come over someday and teach us. It's really great stuff. Gosh, yeah. I really liked doing the overhead butterfly. That was cool. Okay, so then now arms stay wide and we're gonna do our lateral raises. I've changed my legs. You're welcome to change your legs. For the lateral raises, first make fists. You can imagine as you're making a fist that your arms are holding onto heavy dumbbells. So it's up and down and up and down. Keep going. Press and down and up and down. Keep going. Up and down. Yes. Up and down. Keep going. Up and down. Press up and down and up and down. Good. Now the same movement, just a lateral raise, but we're going to have the hands like paper. That was like rock. This is like paper. Maybe we'll do scissors next. Up and down and up and down. Good. Now I'm scooping to make it a little bit easier. Scoop to lift and then down. Scoop to lift and down. Good. Up and down and lift and lower and lift and lower. Good. For me, these are much easier. I'm really using my back a lot. I don't feel these in my arms. I feel like I'm working my shoulders and my back, but much more doable from my body. Cha-cha. Good. Last two. And good. Now make the rock down, make the paper down. Just for fun, make the scissors and down. So it's rock and paper. Good. And scissors or peace sign. Yes, it's rock. Good. Now, you've never done this movement before. I've never taught this movement before. Imagine how fantastic that is for our brains just to do this weird thing. This is brain exercise. Good. Last one. Rock. Good. And paper. Good. And scissors. Yay. Okay. Finally, we get into the ring and we're going to fight, punch. Good. Now, if you want, like me, and you got some little feistiness in you, you can actually jump around your mat, or you can stay really stable and make it more of a twist and punch. Good. And if you're in the ring and you're punching out everything, you can just enjoy yourself for a minute. You can make sound effects. Good. It's fun to be silly, isn't it? And move in weird ways and do rock, paper, scissors. Whoever even thought of that? Oh, I did. With your help. Good. Good. Okay, I'm getting a little tired here, so I'm going to just stay still. I'm going to bring my feet back in, and I'm going to punch it out, and I'm going to go a little bit faster. Punch and punch and punch, 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 punch. Keep punching. Good. Punch, punch. Good. Now punch low, punch medium, punch high. Good. Do that a couple more times. Punch low. Good. You're punching little kids. What? That's terrible. Punch medium kids. Punch some teenagers. Okay, if you don't like that idea, don't think about that. Just punch low, punch medium, and punch high. Yay! Okay, beautiful. Arms come up. Grab a hold of some imaginary TheraBands, and we reach up, we pull down. Reach up, pull it down. You have to imagine this to get the full effect from it. Pulling up, good. And for me, I'm just choosing to do a little bit of a lunge on this one. So I brought one leg forward and one leg back for stability and for changing up my legs. Good, I pull down, up, pull it down, press up, pull it down, press up. Good, I'm gonna change legs, but I'm keeping same movement going. I imagine I've got heavy weights, heavy bungee cords from my ceiling. I'm pulling down, down. I pull down. Good job, I pull down. These would be the muscles that you would use if you're climbing a rope. When was the last time you climbed up a rope? In gym class in 5th grade? Oh my gosh, we need to do some rope climbing. So imagining that you've got a giant rope and you're pulling yourself up. Good, pulling yourself up and pulling yourself up. Good, let's do 3 and 2. And last 1, good, stand tall, hands out like so. Take a breath in and then exhale and cover your face. I am rounding my spine a little bit and then I'm lifting my sternum. There's movement in my upper back as I move my arms. So rotation, palms forward, palms out. Palms forward, palms out. Good. Good work. Keep going. Good, now for you, probably, same as for me, the extension, the looking up is the better part of the exercise. It becomes a stretch. So I'm gonna take it a little slower and I'm gonna emphasize that exhale and lifting and opening. If you were on a really long bike ride yesterday, or you were working on your kiln or on your art project or reading or gardening, all those things are looking down. So this is the opposite. Open. Lift up, look up at a beautiful redwood tree. Look up and pull out. Look up and pull out. Good. And Anna and Donna, you'll have to tell us about open studios. We don't know about that. Good. Okay, good. Now for the last part here, you're standing here tall, and just 3 times, I want you to press out like you're pressing 2 elephants out. And then the elephants come close in. They want to kiss you, but you're like, their breath is pretty bad, and you push them away. Elephants coming in. And then you push the elephants gently. They're beautiful elephants. Out. Good, beautiful, lovely, amazing elephants in. And then press those elephants out. Perfect. Arms come up over the head. Clasp the hands. Turn the hands inside out. Here's our final stretch. Very nice. I'm going to take my legs wide and come into a very little bit of a plie. So I'm going to get a little tiny bit of leg warm up. And then I start just with the gentle circles. Good. For some people, circles can be in front of your face. That's the most gentle. For a little bit more of the stretch, they go over your head. So play with that. Cha-cha. Cha-cha. Yes. Good. Couple more. Feels so good. Nice. And let's reverse it. Reverse. Good. Scoop your armpits out as you're circling. What? Just think about that. Scoop through your armpits. Good. Couple more here. Circle and circle and circle and circle and circle. Good. Now, lastly, the hands are pulling lightly apart. My hands are not resting on my head, but they're not straight up either. They're a little bit over my head, hovering. I'm going to keep the shape as I take it side. Good. And from this side bend, I'm going to straighten my arms and legs. Good. I'm going to make it into the maximal side bend that I can. And then I'm going to clasp the hands, turn them inside out, and then lift back up to center. Shoulder blades glide down as I bend my knees. Nice. Other side. It is a side bend. Good. I keep that shape. Then smoothly, I'm going to straighten arms and legs together. Yeah. I'm going to really increase that side stretch. So I'm opening up through the sides of the body. Good. And then I'm going to clasp the hands, turn them inside out as I come back to center. Press up. Let the arms come down like falling leaves. Ah. Good. And then shake out your shoulders. Feel free to also shake out your body. Good. You don't want to create any tension. I thought that was wonderful. I loved that set. We should do it a little bit more often maybe, or you can do it at home. I don't think you do it for 20 minutes unless you were here watching me though. I don't think I would do it if I weren't watching you. Okay, so we're gonna come down to the mat. Woohoo! Ah. Good, we've got our TheraBand to start with today. Ah. Great. Okay. And I'm going to have my ball handy, but I'm not going to use it right now. Okay, I'm lying all the way down on the mat, and I have my TheraBand handy. Ah, good. I feel like I can press my shoulder blades a little bit into the mat, and to me that feels really great after all of that upper back work. I need to have a little bit more spinal movement, and I want to do it in an unusual way, a different, unique way today. So I'm going to have you take your knees in and then up into your chest, and then take the TheraBand around your thighs, double loop it behind the thighs, and then give it a good knot so it's tight. Excellent. Woohoo! Okay. So we're going to work the abductors, the outer edges, the IT band. When I put my legs down, my feet, I don't think you can see, but they're about 12 inches apart. Yours might be wider. I want tension on the band. You can do this without the TheraBand. TheraBand adds quite a bit of extra oomph for your muscles on the side of your body. So arms are at the sides. Your spine is long, and we're going to lift the hips up. And I want you to find your bridge. Remember to melt down your upper neck, your upper back, maybe all the way to the bottom of your shoulder blades, maybe a little bit higher, but you can feel your back on the ground. Excellent. From here, your hips are lifted, your pelvis is 100% completely even, and we press out and out and out. Now my legs are already, there's tension on the band, so as I press out, I'm getting extra tension. Yes, so first set here, it's 10 and 9 and 8 and 7, yes it is, 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1, and I hold it wide. Great. I kind of check on my position. Do I want to come down a little bit from my upper back? Can I lift my pelvis more? Are my feet wide enough so that I'm not overusing any part of my inner or outer knee? Then from there, second set is just with the arms up. So find a position with your arms up. They're not too narrow. They're a little bit wide. Good job. And we press out and out and out. Good job. Let's press it out and out. 4, 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1 and hold it. Take a giant breath in here. Good. On the exhale, let your arms go all the way over the head. Take another inhale. And then on the next exhale, reach your arms away from your knees as you undulate your spine all the way down. Good. And then the arms slowly, like snowflakes, coming down all the way to the ground. Ah, good. From here, let's just take it into a simple twist. My feet are going to come together to take the pressure off the band. And then I'm going to twist. And as I twist, for me, I'm reaching over the head to hold on to something, and I've got the wall here. I'm going to push in one direction and reach my knees in the other. For me, that's emphasizing the twist. I don't know where you are exactly in your room or what you can reach and what you can touch, but use what you have. Dropping the legs the other way and reaching and twisting in opposition. Good. If you have a wall or a coffee table leg or something to pull on, that's great. Good. I really need the twist today. Who doesn't, right? Let's try it one more time. Drop the knees one way. Twist your spine. And remember, big gulps of oxygen. You can even breathe through your mouth on this one if you want. Just big breaths. Perfect. Let's try it one more time the other way. Twisting, getting rid, just like we did in the beginning with the arms. Just, it's like a tea towel. You're twisting out tension. You're twisting out worry. You're twisting out images of doom and gloom because we can't survive like that. That's not living. So we have to get rid of it, clear ourselves so that we can be prepared for the next thing that's coming our way. Yes, this is our time, and the most important thing is our health. If we don't have that, we have nothing, as you know. Okay, so now we're back to our bridge position, but I want you to lift your legs up. I'm going to keep the TheraBand on just for a couple more exercises here, and I'm going to include just a little bit of the pulsing out. You can choose to do that today or not. My hands clasped behind my head, and I'm going to practice chest lift. So I lengthen myself. I'm pulling with the heels of my hand to the bones in the back of my skull. I'm lifting and stretching, and I easily come up above shoulder blades. I can feel those shoulder blades. Good. And I'm pressing out lightly on my band. Good. And then back down. So as I lift, I pulse out with my legs. And as I lower, I just think about lengthening through the spine. So I lift and I pulse out, and I lower down. Good. This is the opposite of what we almost always do, right? We almost always squeeze the ball. We almost always bring everything to the interior. This is bringing things to the exterior parts here of our legs and the sides of our body. So to me, it feels really different. As I lift and I press out. Good. And lift and press out. Perfect. Now you might just double check as you're doing these that your knees and your hips are in alignment. Sometimes people get into a bad habit of doing kind of feet spread, knees popping together, which it's okay. Actually, that's an okay position. It doesn't hurt anything. I'm glad I checked it for you. It's not a bad thing. It's just not muscular. It's an interior movement of the femur head. So it's cheating, but it's not bad. So to really get to the muscles though, you have to keep your knees, ankles, and hips in alignment. And you can really see where your knees and your hips are. So as you're doing these, you're keeping your eye on your joints. That struck me as funny. I don't mean cannabis joints, I mean your human joints. Okay, we gotta make some kind of weird joke when we can, right? Lift and press it out. And lift and press it out. Good job. And let's do 3 more. Man, I'm feeling these today. Good, and then last one here. Good, then we're gonna continue on for second set, no rest. We lift up, good, I want 3 squeezes out. 3, 2, 1, and then lower down. Oh my gosh, let's do it again. Lift up, good, 3 presses out. 3, 2, 1, lower it down. Again, lift, press it out, out, out. Lower it down, keep going with me. Lift, pressing it out, out, out. Slowly back. Again, lift, out, out, out. And down. Again, lift, out, out, out. And down. Good. Again, lift, pressing out, out, out. Lower down. Good. I like how we're cueing out and then down, because otherwise it would be down and out, which would be terrible. We do not want to be down and out. We want to be out and down. Lifting up, and it's 3, 2, 1. Slowly back. Again, lift. 3, 2, 1. Slowly back, and last one, lift. 3, 2, 1. Slowly back. Oh yes. Set your feet down. Stretch your arms and legs long in perfect opposition. On this one, we're going to do 3 roll-ups and the feet are together. Yes, you have the band because we have one more exercise with the band, so you can keep it there, but we're not using it right now. You're not pushing out. Arms come over the shoulders or a little bit over the head, but I want you to feel that the ribs are knit together. Can you feel that for me? Take an inhale and start with the arm movement. Lifting the head. Good, and you can hold on to your thighs as you come all the way up into your forward fold. Good, and then as you come back, you round your spine down. Very controlled of us. Good work. Oh, that feels nice. Try that again. Inhale. Exhale, lift up. Good. Pull yourself up a little bit with touching onto your thighs. Notice how that feeds into your belly. It doesn't necessarily make it harder or easier. It just brings the emphasis lower rather than higher for me. So probably for you too. Last one, inhale. Exhale, coming up. Pull your belly in as you round forward. Yes, good. Okay, and then last thing here with the TheraBand, if you still have it wrapped around yourself, we're going to pull the legs in and then bring the legs up to tabletop. Good, shake out your feet and then rock a little side to side. Press your spine slightly down into the ground and then gently flex your feet. With your feet flexed, glance up at them, and you don't want them to be sickled, right? You want them to be straight. So for many of us, we have to think about pulling the pinky toe side of the foot a little tiny bit more toward the medial part of the body. We're pressing out with the TheraBand. Press out, press out, press out. Good, and it's slow, and you want to feel resistance. That's it for 10 and 9 and 8 and 7. Good, now relax your feet for the last 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2. Last one. Keep a little bit of tension on the TheraBand. Your legs are 10 inches apart perhaps. You're pressing out on the TheraBand, but it's not bruising you, it's not killing you, it's just a little bit of work. Back off at any point if you need to. Good. We finish here with our reaching across, our oblique action. Hands again behind the head. We're going to start here with the right elbow. We're going to reach up and across the body, and then back to center, down through the midline. We reach up and across the body. Stay lifted as you come to center, and then down. Good. This is super, super basic obliques, and I love this set. It really, truly works your obliques. Interior, exterior. I love it. Across, center, and down. Good job. Now, I don't know about you, but I feel the outer edges of my legs, the outer edges of my knees. And I'm even starting to feel how the TheraBand is affecting the outer peroneals, the lower parts of my leg. So it's great. It's just unusual that I really feel that today. Reach across and center and down. Good. Last set, it's really flex your feet. Flex your feet like we did, thinking about those small toes. And across, center, and down. Good. We have 8, center, and down, and 7, center, and down. When you reach up and across, you got to come up above shoulder blades. So it's a real reach. It really helps to use your elbow and an idea that somebody's helping you up there to lift up. Lift and center and down. One more each way. Reach up and across. Take it to center and down. Last one. Reach up and across. Come to center and down. Woo, 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 woo. Okay. I'm going to unwind my lovely TheraBand. Okay, perfect. And I'm going to continue on to use it today because why not? It's a great tool. Mine got a little jammed up, so I'm just spending a minute to unwind it. I like it when it's open. Great. And then I'm going to place my feet in it. Good. Did you tie yourself up so tightly that you can't get out? Oh no! From here, let's just take it into a fairly wide position and we press out, and it's tiny presses out. So we're activating and stretching a little bit through the sides of the legs because we just used those. And then can you feel the interior part here too? Just check it out and pressing 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep your legs wide or maybe even widen them more. So just check on your body. How does that feel? And see if you're close to the wall where you can stretch and be even. Ah, beautiful. Now slide your feet together in the band, so the feet are parallel. Hold on to the band below the knee joint, so it's like mid-calf. I'm gonna bend my knees and I keep tension. My elbows could be bent or they could be straight, just depending on my body. Not a big issue. I wanna take a breath in, and we're gonna see if we can do 7 teasers. These are modified teasers with the band, so let's give it a shot. Take a breath in. Exhale, push on the band. Lift your head. And then just like you're doing a roll up, you're coming up your spine and you're pushing your feet so that that's helping you a little bit. And you lift up and then you find that perfect positioning. Sacrum on the ground, legs at that perfect angle, arms long at the top and parallel to the floor, and then coming back down. Good. So we took our time with that first one so that we could find perfection. And then on each one, our body remembers that. Good. We have 5 more. Push, lift, and lengthen. Good. For me, with the TheraBand, this is like a stretch for my body. It's not much effort, but I really like it. If I wanted more effort, I would do them without the TheraBand. Completely different exercise. Very challenging. Option for those of you that need it. For me today, this is just right. Lifting up, finding perfection, and then falling out of it. Yes. We lift up, we find perfection for 1 second, because that's where perfection lives, in 1 second intervals. And then we collapse into entropy, falling apartness. Yeah, last one, we did it. Woohoo! Beautiful. Okay, release the band, slowly coming all the way down. One leg in, the other leg out. This is our single leg stretch with head down. One leg in, one leg out. Really pull in and out. Pull in and out. You're really stretching one leg out, and you're really pulling one leg in. There's work in your stretch. One out and one in. Big one out and one in. Notice that my extended leg is not touching the ground, nor is it staying really high, although that's an option. For me, it's a few inches off the ground, so I can really stretch through the psoas and through the deep adductor. We reach and reach. Good, pull and reach. Pull and reach. Good, now both legs in. Both legs extend up to the sky, arms down. We're gonna try scissors today with a flat back. Back is flattened like a pancake against the floor. If you need extra cushioning though, grab your ball and you place that behind your pelvis. So point the feet, point down, and then flex up. Point down and flex up. Point down, flex up. Good. See if you can find just a nice, easy rhythm for yourself. Good. Okay. Keep going. Do whatever you want with your feet. Just be free with your feet. Keep your legs long for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep your whole back imprinted. Good job. Set your legs down and collapse out for a second. Is collapse out a word? I don't know. I might get the idea of it. Collapse out. That sounds like a weird military term all of a sudden. Beautiful. Okay, we are going to do our full-on hip strengthening series today, basic sets. So moving into sideline position. I'm done with my band for now. And then for me today, I'm going to use my ball behind my top knee, and I'm in my L shape. If the ball is too much, you can do the exercises without the ball. If the ball's not enough, you can add weights of any weight up to 10 pounds. Good. So it's a small little lift, and lift. It's very controlled. I'm working the inner and outer edges here. This is hip strengthening in particular. So just keeping very controlled. Lift and lift and lift. Keep going. Lift and lift. Good. So I said I was going to tell you a few things from my class that I'm taking. It's a course on the water systems of the Western United States. It's really fascinating. And there's so many things that I'm learning. But let's see, where can I start? I think the place to start is, why is this drought so different than other droughts that we're in? And we're only talking about the Western United States. There are many areas of the world, including other huge swaths of the United States, that are in drought. And they have all these principles apply to everything, but we're focusing in on the West. The Western United States is driven by the Colorado River, which, by the way, has 100 dams on it and serves water to 7 states. That's the mighty Colorado. I'll talk about that in a minute if we have time, but we have always had wet periods and we've always had geological dry periods. Good, now stop that and take it big and down. This is slower, and you can make it however big you want. My knee might go to the ceiling. Your knee might go up a little bit higher than it did a few minutes ago, but the femur head is rotating up. So think about it like that. Good job. Okay, so we've always had wet and dry periods over the history of geological time. We've always had mega droughts. Mega droughts are a natural phenomenon of our Earth, and mega droughts have taken out and ended civilizations several times in our geological history, talking about our millions of years of time. geological time. So the wet and dry periods have always been occurring, and they will continue, and they have continued and are continuing. Right now, we're in a mega drought in the West, and a mega drought in general is defined as, I think, anything more than 10 years of extreme drought. And the Colorado Basin has been in a mega drought, or drought, I guess mega drought for the last 10 years, but drought for 22 years. So that's an interesting phenomenon. But what makes it so different, good, now here's our circles. What makes it so different in 2021 as opposed to 1972 or 1832 or any other period of time is that we now have climate change, which in this case we are going to define as a warming pattern of the Earth. So the warming temperatures that scientists have seen that are attributed to human cause is what we're talking about when we talk about climate change. So we have wet and dry periods, we're in mega drought, we have warming of the Earth, climate change, and then the most crucial part when you're thinking about water, so now go the other way, is that we have water infrastructure. Infrastructure used to be thought of as like concrete ways to bring water to people. Now there's a much more defined definition of it, but in general, think about all of the hundreds of tunnels and aqueducts and dams. That's kind of the infrastructure. So the infrastructure in the West was built 100 years ago, and it was created 100 years ago. Did we do 10? I think we did. Yay, good. So stretch that leg out and come into a stretch. Ah, good. I think when Theodore Roosevelt signed the Colorado Pact with the 7 states in the Colorado Basin, it was 1933. So it's almost 100 years ago where these people, they were all white men, just putting that out there, but no native people were involved or other users of the water system. They created the whole water infrastructure pretty much at that time. And it's been slightly updated, but the infrastructure is based on a really outdated plan. So you've got the wet and dry periods, you have the climate change, and you have water infrastructure that's based on a very outdated, old way of thinking about water that was actually based on things that weren't even true at that because we didn't know. So anyway, just so that you kind of get a little teeny bit of the history of it and the reasons why it's so serious, those are the reasons why. Oh, wow. Ooh. Okay, shake out your legs. Good. And let's roll around to the other side. Good. I could tell you a couple other fascinating parts of the class, but they're really, really doom. You're going to be depressed for a week, so I'm not going to tell you about those right now. We're going to just enjoy the exercise. So you're on the other side, and you're doing a little lift, and you're all like, thank you, Jen, don't tell us. Ignorance is bliss. Yeah, we'll think about those things tomorrow. So little lift and little lower. Isn't that the human condition, though, right? We'll think about that tomorrow. How else do you keep going on, though, right? A little teeny education at a time. Lift and lift and lift. Good job. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Yes, we can. Lift and lift and lift and lift. We can lift and lift and lift and lift. Yes, we can. Lift and lift. Good job. Whoo, 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 whoo. Nice work. Yes. You know this little series. We have done this little series hundreds of times, literally. And this is my gold standard for keeping those hips strong. Can you feel your gluteus maximus working? Can you feel your butt? Yeah. Can you feel your gluteus medius working? Can you feel your gluteus minimus? So can you feel around your hip bone around the side of your hip and the back of your hip, your butt. Yes. Now lift and lower. It really targets everything that we need to keep strong, but there's no other way to get to except for this sideline work. Yeah. Lift and lower. Keep going. Lift and lower and lift and lower. Yes, we can. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Good job. Nice. And lift and lower and lift. Good. So now that we're almost done with class, I will remind you that next Tuesday is September 7th, and there's no class on Tuesday. So mark your calendars. And then if everything goes well, we've had this 5-day trip to the Channel Islands planned. It is over the top, amazing, fun. We got permission from the Nature Conservancy to do private hikes on this island. I mean, we're so excited. So if it all comes to pass, then we will be gone on the following Thursday, which is September 16th. So no class on that date, but the federal government declared California a state of emergency, which means the national parks are all closed officially. Okay, now here we go into the circles. It's 10 one way and 10 the other way. But don't let me keep talking and make you do 100 of them. It's 10 and 10. So anyway, pray that the Channel Islands isn't closed, because if so, I'm going to have to cry during our class on September 16th. But we'll see. So again, we're back to 1 day at a time. Just take it 1 day at a time. Good. Other way. We do 10 and 9 and 8 and 7. Good job. 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2. Last one, and it's hip stretch. That was great. Okay, so I'm focused in on all of the food that I'm preparing this weekend for our amazing family get-together and birthday bash. And I'm making a double chocolate, it's actually a triple dark chocolate mousse raspberry cake. Yeah, for my husband's birthday. Oh, the ingredients are out of this world. Please don't tell my truly rule-based vegan friends that I'm using sour cream, whipped cream, butter, and eggs, because they would probably yell at me. But I'm doing it. No meat. I'm not eating meat, but I'm eating a little teeny bit of dairy in this amazing chocolate cake. So I'm excited about that. Okay, shake out your legs. Good. We're going to zip into just a quick bicycle to release the legs, and then we flip over for back work to finish class. For the bicycle, I personally love to use my ball underneath my butt, and I get nice and comfortable, and then I get to stretch as I'm doing my leg stretches. Back gets to stretch. So I'm going to do big bicycles, or maybe medium-sized bicycle, but I'm using it as a stretch. So slow to me is better than fast for that, but you use your own judgment. Good work. Can you let your neck relax while you're in this position? Could you also let your face relax? Have you noticed lately that your face is tense? My face has been tense lately, especially my jaw. So I usually just take little taps to the jaw, and that helps me release it. Do you do that too? It's helpful. Good. Okay, so let's do the reverse scoop, and then see if you can get a little bit of a stretch as you reverse bicycle. Good, maybe forward bicycle is a way better stretch for you. I don't know. Check it out. How does that feel for you? And then choose one way or the other, or go back and forth. Jen's giving us too many options today. Okay, just do whatever you want for the last 10 seconds. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay, nice. Now, this is a psoas release. One leg stays up, the other one hangs, it's not touching, and you can hold on to this leg in any way that you want or not. You hang out here, and maybe the bottom leg naturally touches the floor. Maybe it doesn't, but don't try to lower it. Just if it happens to touch the floor, fine. Keep breathing. Good. This is an extreme psoas and adductor stretch for the lower leg. You might feel it in the hamstring on the upper leg. Good. That's not the intention of the exercise. It's for the lower leg. My adductor and psoas is tight today. That means that my foot has not touched the ground. That's okay, but it's tight. So I'm bending my top knee. And I'm going to really slowly, as if I'm stuck in a vat of Ina's beautiful honey, one leg comes, the other leg now comes up, and the other leg hangs in space. You got to find just that fulcrum. And maybe your attention is on the lower leg. Could it fall to the ground without you doing anything? Maybe not. Maybe you're tight like me today and you really need it. Breathe, deep breaths. Feel invigorated and strong. Yes. Good. My psoas is tight. I'm not touching. Oh, my leg is just about to touch the ground. Yeah, my psoas is tight today. Okay, so then slowly, when you've stretched your psoas out, psoas are those big muscles. They come from the 12th rib, and they're big and wide like noodles. And they come to the back of the rib cage and then attach on the inside of the leg. So that's what we're stretching. You'll feel it on the inside of your hip bone. Good. Lastly, we're going to take the ball between the ankles, and we're going to flip over and do a quick back strengthening exercise. And then we do our final stretch. Woohoo! Okay, so you're on your belly if possible. I want you to lengthen yourself and maybe think of yourself as a snake on the ground. Lengthen through the top of the head. Pull your shoulder blades down your back. Lift your legs while you're squeezing the ball. And you can feel your glutes and your hamstrings fire. Pull your belly inward so that you have abdominal strength. Good. And then float your arms up. Good. Take a little pause here. Inhale and exhale. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Tighten your belly. And now lengthen your arms over the head like a V. Exhale. Squeeze the ball and pull your elbows back and squeeze your ball. Do that 2 more times. Inhale, lengthen the arms, squeeze your ball, keep your abs fired. Exhale, pull your elbows back. Good. 1 more time with me. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull, and lower all the way down. Great job. For our final stretch, we're going to do our windshield wiper and our prayer stretch. Dropping your legs side to side for windshield wipers. When was the last time it rained? Like a year and a half ago? I mean, I guess I have used my windshield wipers, but it's to clean my windshield. You know what? That's not true. It was raining 2 weeks ago when we drove to Monterey to do the railroad cars. It was actual rain. How fast our brains forget. Okay, good. And then prayer stretch to finish. You're going to press yourself back, say a couple of prayers, and deep inhale, deep exhale. Reaching your hands away from your sacrum. Woo. Well, that was a really nice class today. I'm so glad that you were able to join us. I liked every part of it myself. How about you?